Welcome everybody. We are officially live today, and it is a slower market day, but there is still a lot to talk about. I really like the title of this video for today, which is, don't be scared because the pump is coming. Of course, that's my opinion, but if you watched my previous stream, right, I talked about how now that we broke above $20,000 on Bitcoin, it was going to open up the door basically to get a bigger pump here in the coming weeks now for crypto. So this 20k level is really a sign of accomplishment more than anything else for me at this point, and I am quite optimistic now that we have broken above this level. So overall here, I think that we are still absolutely going to get the pump up to our good old 200-day moving average. So let's call it right around $28,000, right, our price target level. And once again, the chart is getting messy, but what you're going to see here as I zoom in is if we go ahead and come here, you'll see that we are still well above our breakout level and our uptrend line. Okay, in fact, here now on the daily, we have not only broken above the downtrend line, but we have also managed to come back, test it. Okay, so now we don't need to worry about that. We have come back and tested the breakout. Okay, that was the second day over here, this little red candlestick. And on top of that now, guys, we officially are holding once again for the third day above $20,000. Okay, and yes, we came back a little bit to the 20k level. Is that a big deal? Absolutely not. Okay, I don't know why people freak out so much about this type of stuff. I still feel like for both stocks and cryptos, we are just beginning the pump, guys. And today was a red day in the stock market. That obviously has a lot to do with it. Actually, it looks like we got a little bit of a pump end of day, but all this stuff is correlated, and basically this is, like I said, right, not only is the door opening, the door has now opened, and it's just a matter of time before the more people load up on long positions and we get the stronger breakout up to the 28k price target level for this short to medium term bounce. Okay, if you're excited for that, smash that like button. I also want to see your comments today. We have a bunch of viewers in the stream. I think we're getting more and more regulars now, which is awesome. Let me know if the video and sound quality is good today. I tweaked the settings a little bit to hopefully make the streams smoother for all of you. So I really need to know down in the comment section below if everything is running smoothly. So please make sure to let me know, and also let me know your thoughts on what's going on here. Are you in a fear mindset right now in the market? Because, by the way, check out this stat right here. Okay, this is the crypto fear and greed index. Now, what's crazy with this is we've been in a heavy fear area for quite some time. Okay, on top of that, by the way, look at this. This is what I was talking about. On top of the fact that we've been in a heavy fear area for quite some time, just a few days ago, okay, we were even lower than 20, by the way, if I remember correctly. So you can see here last week, right, the average was about 22. Last month has been 22. So we're moving out of the fear gauge and into the more bullish territory. Guess what? As we move into this more greedy territory, then you'll see us pump to 28k. The buying opportunity will be missed, right? The buying opportunity is now, in my opinion, which is why I have gone and I have kept my long. I am still fully in this long right now. I'm holding steady. There's no reason for me to sell. I'm not panicking whatsoever. So I'm going to hold this long. I'm going to hold this long, preferably up to 28k, 27.5k. We'll see how we act at around 22, 24k. There could be a bit of resistance there, so I can go ahead and draw in these resistance levels. So right around 23k, 22.8k. There's a little bit of resistance, right? We're of course, after having a downtrend like this, there's going to be resistance levels that we need to break through. So that's to be expected. And guess what? We just broke above the biggest resistance level, which was our downtrend line that I talked about. Okay, so that is the biggest accomplishment yet. And keep in mind, this has literally been going on since the entirety of the bear market. So I'm not sure why not more people are talking about the fact that we officially got a breakout above that. And now we held and confirmed this breakout. Okay, so yes, we didn't go flying up to 28k, 24k just yet. But guess what? At least we did not fall back lower into the range or even lower than that. So right now, our bull scenario, our breakout is still 100% intact, okay? And that is really the crux of the situation here. Now, I also want to talk about some interesting news. You may have seen my YouTube short that I made about this. SushiSwap saw a massive pump, and by the way, these type of decentralized exchange coins have been performing very, very well, okay? That can be seen amongst others. If I go in the last 24 hours top performers, you'll see Uniswap there. This has been a steady outperformer throughout this bear market. You can see here up over 2% in the last 24 hours alone. And, you know, it's not as much as Sushi got, because there was good news that, you know, an asset manager called Golden Tree revealed a $5.3 million stake in SushiSwap. And like I said in my YouTube short, the reason why I'm mentioning this, right, SushiSwap is one of my biggest holdings. So of course I'm happy about this, but more importantly, right, just as a generality, you know, look at this asset manager that loaded up on Sushi during the bear market, okay? What does that tell you about how they're playing this? They even said they've been following SushiSwap for a while, and that, you know, they decided to basically get in now, right? And guess what? I mentioned in my previous live stream how not for necessarily smaller altcoins, but them as well, but even more so for big brand name coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay? Guess what? Guess what, folks? They are loading the bag while retail investors are probably not even looking at the market right now, okay? Which is what I always talk about. This is what I always mention, and people don't understand fully when I say this, but you need to understand that this is not like a fake news type thing, right? This is fully like it's really happening. So these institutions, they take advantage of the bear markets to load up on the best possible prices. Retail investors get left to the wayside, and then I think the rest is history, right? On the next bull market, they made millions of dollars, if not billions, and retail investors are left with barely anything, maybe some if they got lucky, okay? So you want to be thinking more like institutions. You want to be getting in when the market is bad and selling when the market is doing great, right? Like they did, okay? So that is super, super, super important to keep in mind. And I actually found a funny article here on Twitter. The U.S. Federal Reserve officials sold all of their stocks here to avoid any conflict of interest, okay? So I'll let you make your own opinion on this, but you can see here that this is a fully real fact, and they literally sold at the top, okay? Other major CEOs like Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, etc. were actually selling the top as well. So, you know, if you consider that coincidental or not, that's up to you, but I think it's pretty clear what's going on, right? The bigger money always tends to make the better decisions, and that's why, you know, at the very least, it's a good idea to try and think in that type of position, okay? It'll allow you to get in on the better areas and also sell when the market is peaking. So I'll go ahead and close down the SushiSwap article. I wanted to say that the market overall today specifically has been pretty mixed. So not necessarily, you know, a bad thing, you know, just kind of flat. Like I said, not a reason for concern. The only time we have a reason for concern right now, for example, for Bitcoin, is if we were to fall not only below the downtrend line, but also below our uptrend line level of support, and basically, you know, make our way back down to 18K, 17.6K. That would be disastrous, and that would probably mean 15 to 10K BTC. I don't see that happening right now, okay? We broke out as planned at the end of this formation, okay? So sometimes if you break out early, you end up refalling back in the triangle. This is not the case here, okay? This situation is, you know, we got the breakout when planned at the end of the triangle formation, and we're holding this breakout, okay? Our indicators are flat, they're steady, okay? We're not going crashing low or anything. So like I said, right, this is just a matter of more longs, just like me, just like the position I entered, okay, starting to load up, and then you're going to start to see the shorts getting liquidated, and that's probably going to cause a catapult effect up to, like I said, on the lower levels, 23, 24K, and then of course our main target of the most ideal level, which is around 27.5 to 28K, okay? If we're able to reach that level, hold above 24K, that could set us up towards 30K plus, 32K plus, and could set us up for an absolute bull market heading into the end of year, beginning of next year. So there is actually quite a bit to be optimistic about, and I want to see your comments, folks. We have 13 live viewers, which is amazing. Thank you so much for the support. Don't forget that you can support this live stream through giving a super chat. That would be greatly appreciated. I did not get one last time, so this time it would be really appreciated, a super chat. But I want to see your comments regardless, okay? Comments down in the comment section below. I want to know, what do you guys think about this? Do you think we're going to get the breakout like me? Are you guys more bearish? What are you doing with your positions? You know, I love to interact with you. These whole live streams are meant to be interactive with all of you, okay? So please don't hesitate, don't be shy, and share your knowledge with us, share your thoughts, okay? That's what this community is here for. That's why I make these live streams, okay? So I want to see your comments, and also we are just getting started on the stream. So if you want to let me know down in the comment section below which coins you guys are interested in me taking a look at during this live stream, please let me know. Don't be shy, and I want to see your comments down in the comment section below. Any coins, bigger coins, smaller coins, I will gladly do an analysis on them for you. You just need to let me know, okay? So you can do that as simply as leaving a little comment down below, and I'll make sure to get around doing that, okay? Right now, Bitcoin specifically, right at around $20,050. Like I said, preferably want to hold up as high above 20,000 as possible right now, okay? We'll move over and swap over to Ethereum, see what's going on here. So for Ethereum specifically, okay, we can see that ETH is currently at $1,360. So ETH compared to Bitcoin is actually holding up surprisingly well here, okay? Now, what do I mean by that exactly? Well, simply, it has this very nice range that it's holding. In fact, we barely dropped at all here, unlike Bitcoin that hit some higher levels of around 20,300 actually at some of the peak here, or even a little bit higher, 20,400. You'll see that over for Ethereum, okay, we barely dropped lower here since we started our little move higher again, okay? And by the way, just for those wondering, we still, now on Ethereum, we haven't broken out of the downtrend. However, we have a really nice uptrend going on, okay? So right now we have more upside than downside potential, I'd say, and we're really aiming about a target of $1,400 here towards the end of this target. So we could see a bit of consolidation come into play here, and for Bitcoin, I am expecting it to slowly move higher as well, okay? So overall, like I said, am I worried about the fear that's in the markets? Absolutely not. Okay, I think this is actually a buy signal, and I think a lot of shorts are going to get smoked here on this most recent or upcoming, I should say, bull event. Okay, and we just got our first comment of the day here from Devin Lubin asking about CRO. CRO. He's talking about the currency of Crypto.com. You know, that was one of the hottest coins in the bull market, okay? And it's holding 10 cents, which is really good. That's something that I wanted to see it do. I personally like Crypto.com. I think this coin could do pretty amazing in the next bull market, so I see it as a safer bet in crypto. As far as, you know, the token price itself, right, and potential gains, etc., that might be ahead, well, we have a very nice opportunity for a massive guys, 700 and basically 800% gain. And guess what, our all-time high, guys, was actually at right under $1. So that's like basically 10x potential right there, okay? So you'll see here that the all-time high, which was 11 months ago, was at 96 cents on average, and that means that, you know, like I said, we're at 10 cents right now. That's 960%. Okay, back to the all-time high. Do I think that Crypto.com will reach the all-time high again? Absolutely. Okay, and also, this is not some kind of coin that's like a weird, obscure, smaller altcoin. This is a major exchange, and on top of that, you can actually track the Kronos chain, which they had launched, which has been holding up decently well in terms of TVL. It's never reached crazy TVL levels. It had reached around 3 billion during the bull market, which is quite good. But basically, what I'm trying to tell you is this is something that is a big project. Okay, so a coin like this, you know, if we go back to the market cap, currently at $2.7 billion, it 10xing, even 20xing is absolutely possible within the next few years. Okay. And I think we will most certainly be at a 10 to 20x within the next decade, probably a 20x if I'm being honest. So yeah, I'd actually like Chronos Chain, Crow token, pretty good play in my opinion. So thank you for that comment, Devin Lubin. That was an interesting coin to cover. Not financial advice though, just my own personal opinion. We got some more comments, which is awesome. Thank you so much for the comments. I try to keep up with every single comment out there, so don't be shy. Let me know what you're thinking. Thank you to we have What's Up in Our Skies saying we're seeing lower prices for 1 year now. Maybe sentiment is changing. And we have Cody is right saying, what's up guys? What then we have fake out possible and then lower prices for BTC. So that is something that I am a little bit concerned about, or not necessarily concerned, but I see it as potentially what the market might want to do. Okay, I think what our comment here is referring to is basically the risk of us getting a move like this to 28k, okay, and then falling back lower again. Well, that can happen, right? Especially in an event where bulls kind of get trapped at that level. But with that being said, I am not super confident that we're actually going to see that negative scenario play out. In fact, I think there's a pretty good chance that if we manage to get to this 28k level, we will hold on these higher territories in the 20k range and actually manage to break out above $32,000, and that could set up the bull market for end of year December and beginning of next year January, February, etc. Okay, so we actually have a more likely a bullish scenario playing out here. And if you want to know my percentage odds, I'd say about a 70% chance of a bullish scenario and only a 30% chance of a bearish scenario at this point in time. And wow, our comments are blowing up right now. Thank you so much for the support, everybody. We have Mustafa asking about Ethereum Classic. Yes, no problem. I'll go ahead and cover that now. Ethereum Classic is a coin that has a pretty big and growing fan base, and a lot of people are probably disappointed that it's been flat right now. I don't see that being a problem. Okay, it's been overall every time we're getting these spikes higher, okay, we've just been staircasing higher, and yes, we pulled back quite a bit this time around. I don't see this being that worrisome. Okay, I think we're literally just going to go right back up. And actually, this is a coin that has a bit of a wedge formation with its downtrend line. We already, we've been getting stronger attempts at breaking out. So as you can see here, we're not really fully able to get above the downtrend line. And most recently, we're actually peaking out above it. So I think a breakout is very imminent here for Ethereum Classic. And, that's something that could happen based on this little most recent wedge. By middle of November at the latest, okay, we could go flying out of here, right? And I think if we see that happen, there's no telling how high we could go. I mean, on the lower ends we'd reach $50, but on the higher ends, we could reach $65, $75, maybe even $100, depending on how strong the market is at that point. So very optimistic here on Ethereum Classic. I actually like the fact that it's consolidating. By the way, I also had some interesting news for all of you regarding that. So Bitcoin's total network hash rate hits an all-time high at 321 exahashes per second. Okay, why am I mentioning this news? Because Ethereum, which has now moved over to proof of stake, as we all know, after the merge, means that a lot of miners need to move over to different coins. And right now in time, there's only so many, especially bigger proof of work coins. Okay, so you need to think which coins are they moving to? Well, of course, Bitcoin is a pretty obvious choice, okay, to go and move some of their miners to. Another one is Ethereum Classic. Okay, Ethereum Classic also saw a huge jump in miners after the merge. By the way, holding $28 nicely, very flat and steady, even a little bit green in the last 7 days. I think this is a sign that people are accumulating this, okay, and that the price is being held up. Okay, so I'm not worried about us getting a major drop here or anything for Ethereum Classic based on what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm actually quite optimistic and bullish with my perspective here. Now I'll get to all your comments. I wanted to make sure and let you all know, please follow me on Twitter. This is where I post all of my live updates, so to not miss out on any of the live streams, check me out there. You can also follow me on Twitter, TikTok, where I've been starting to post shorter videos on there. And of course, check out my technical analysis master course for everything you need to know about technical analysis master. 30-day money back guarantee, less than $20, and great reviews from our students. Check it out. And of course, you can support the live stream with a super chat, which would be greatly appreciated. Now, keeping up with your comments, we've got a lot of comments coming in. I see a lot of regulars coming back in here. And by the way, Mustafa, what's up? Cody is right. Devin, if you guys are not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Iron Lux Trader, regular viewer on the stream, saying smash that like button. I agree. Support the live stream. It's free. Smash that like button. Okay. Now we also have Devin asking about GMT. Now let me see if I remember which coin GMT even is. Let's see. There's a lot of coins with it's STEPN. This is kind of a hype coin. It was moving pretty crazy during the bull market, and actually it stayed quite stable here, surprisingly. So let's see, about an 84% drop from the all-time highs. If I go ahead and pull up the chart here, you know, this is it looks like I had maybe already covered this one. Very, very strong support level here at around the 60-cent level, and it's holding as of right now. If we lose the 60-cent level, I'd be a little bit worried. If not, there's a good chance this one turns back on during the next bull market. And in terms of, you know, price potential here, I mean, we basically have about 600%, so quite a strong opportunity there on a coin like GMT. Smaller coin, right? That is around a $370 million market cap coin, so there is some added risk with those type of smaller coins, but as well you get those higher percentage returns as well. Okay, it's still a coin that's higher since when it launched. Do want to go back quickly to Ethereum here, because you know, I am really happy that Ethereum is managing to hold, and I'll go ahead and reset the chart here because this just gets way too messy too fast. But I'm glad that Ethereum is holding its levels so well. Okay, and Ethereum has still a full move of around 40% to the 200-day moving average target. That's our red moving average, for those who don't know. And by the way, thank you so much for the support on these live streams, guys. I mean, we get more and more viewers every single time I stream, more and more steady viewers. So this is amazing. That's exactly what I want to see, and I'll keep giving you the best live streams on YouTube for crypto and for stocks as well. And like I said, right, I want to make these the biggest crypto financial live streams on YouTube. So help me reach that goal. You know, subscribe, turn on those bell notifications. You do not want to be missing this great content, and you know, stay part of the journey with us. Okay, we'll see how big we can get these live streams. Share it with your friends who are interested in crypto, and of course you can always support the stream even more during this bear market through a super chat. Okay, now we have more comments coming in. So we have, what do you think, will BTC dominance rise again, or will it go even lower, which would include an alt season with more percentage gains as BTC? So I am not expecting Bitcoin dominance to drop a huge amount. We're currently at 38.4%. Just about 2 weeks ago, we were at 36%. I think it's going to keep rising and then flatten out at some amount. And by the way, if we look at the ETH to BTC chart, you're going to see that, you know, Bitcoin has still been mostly beating Ethereum after the merge. Okay, so yes, some altcoins, however, especially some of the more medium to smaller altcoins, could really go flying in the next bull market, but Bitcoin itself has every opportunity to do just as good as Ethereum for the most part. Ethereum might outperform it a little bit by the end of it, but you know, it's neck and neck at this point, right? So more comments here. We got what's up saying, by the way, I get ads every 5 minutes, very annoying in a live stream. Sorry about that. That is you know, how these live streams make money. So unfortunately, if you don't want as many ads, you can always give a super chat to help support the live stream. Now Cody is right, is saying, any thoughts on AMP? I will go ahead and check that out. So AMP here is an altcoin. Once again, this was a very, very hot altcoin in the cryptocurrency space. Okay, so if I go ahead and look at, you know, its more recent performance, let's see if I can see a better chart here. There we go. This is it's back towards its kind of launch area, which, you know, maybe we'll see the same type of exuberance again. I believe there was something fundamentally with this project that caused a little bit of a drop as well. So I don't personally like the fact, I like when coins hold a little bit above their previous, you know, bottom. So for example, even if we had come all the way back down to this level right here that I just drew in, that would have been the top of the previous little consolidation. I would have considered that okay. Falling back all the way back down to nearly all-time lows is just too risky in my opinion. So I'm not interested in a coin like this whatsoever. And let's see. So you are doing live crypto analysis, ICX following you since 2018. No problem. We'll go ahead and cover ICX. That is yet another pretty popular coin here. So ICX is a cryptocurrency that is, you know, kind of considered a competitor to Neo. These are these more Asian based smart contract platforms. They have their ups and downs, but in terms of Neo here specifically, okay, it's looking like we are, you know, doing very poorly. So these coins, they tend to have a lot of hype behind them, but they never really hold as much as they should. Okay, they're not bad projects in and of themselves. Neo is a proper network, but they just get eaten up by the bigger, you know, networks like Ethereum, etc. So these things are down in the dumps. I'm not liking this price performance whatsoever on these. And like I said, right, I mean, these are coins that are failing to hold past their previous levels. So I would personally bin these. I'm not interested in coins that are not holding up above their all-time or their previous, you know, highs. That's why I really respect coins like Ethereum Classic, because this is a coin that, you know, although it may not have performed as good as Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's still miles better than from where it started. Okay, so it's held most of its gains. That's a big deal. A lot of coins, even if they get crazy spikes, they usually come right back down. Okay, so seeing coins that actually hold their gains over the long term is a very bullish sign in crypto. And once again, right, it is not easy to beat the long-term price performance of Bitcoin and Ethereum, guys. So yes, there are opportunities, there are specific moments where I like certain coins like SushiSwap, and I'm heavily invested in them. Okay, I like some of those proof of stake coins, but look at the price performance in the last 7 years on Ethereum and of course Bitcoin. Okay, these are things that are almost never beat. So please remember, when you're going into altcoins, you need to look at the long-term facts. Okay, even XRP has not done as good as Bitcoin or Ethereum. So you need to know that whenever you are going for other altcoins, smaller altcoins, you are directly making a bet in a way that you are going to outperform Ethereum or Bitcoin. Okay, otherwise you might as well just hold those two coins. They're the biggest and easiest coins to hold. Once again, this is not financial advice, but I am just mentioning you a fact based on the numbers here. Okay, so be careful with that, because that's something that a lot of people don't think about. They go throwing their money at a bunch of different altcoins, and then what you realize is, you know, I mean, Terra Luna Classic is a perfect example. I'm not trying to bash any coins here, by the way, but I mean, look at this. Of course, this was an extreme example, but so many of these coins don't end up ever even holding the gains or performing the gains that Bitcoin and Ethereum do. So, you know, in fact, 99% of altcoins do not end up doing that. So there are moments where they do, right? Which is why I said SushiSwap, just an example, right? And by the way, disclaimer, I do own SushiSwap. SushiSwap is a coin that is, you know, right around $1, right? 1.3 today now with the most recent pump. Now, some of you might be wondering, you know, what's the price potential on this? Well, it could go back to the all-time highs right around $25. Maybe it'll even go to $50 on the next bull market. That's a huge gain, right? Am I going to hold SushiSwap for literally forever? Probably not. Okay, I'll play the move back up to the highs. I might keep some for the long term, but most of it is going to be sold at the top. Okay, and by the way, I just saw here, this is a very popular coin, GMX, holding strong throughout the bear market, probably going to continue with very similar price performance and slowly start breaking higher. Still has a lot of room. This is probably going to be a $1 billion plus coin in the next bull market. Okay, also a coin worth mentioning, Vulcan Forged. I think this one is going to fly back to the all-time highs as the next bull market comes around. This is a gaming coin, you know, very popular as well. One small $100 million market cap, so easy 10x on this one probably in the next bull market. Comes with some added risk, like I said, right? Any of these smaller coins do come with that added risk, but it's the risk reward. Okay, the higher the risk, the higher the reward. So you get what you pay for, so to say. Now we also see here Violent Bitcoin breakout due as BTC open interest nears all-time high. What is this article talking about? Basically, the open interest for Bitcoin futures, okay? And of course, you know that I love Binance, which has futures available, so check that out, link in the description. But basically, okay, we've had a monstrous amount of, actually the most amount of futures activity we've ever seen. And this is kind of happening in weird times since we're kind of in a bear market. So the fact that this is happening shows that a lot of people are kind of making a bet on a direction here, whether we get a breakdown or breakout to the upside. And I obviously made a bet that we were going to make a breakout to the upside with my position. Okay, we'll see if I'm right. Maybe I'll be wrong, but we are still holding that 20k level, even if we go a little bit. You know, I just don't want to see us lose the uptrend line mainly at this point, right? We could go all the way down to 19,500, not the end of the world, okay? Just not lose the uptrend line. So you need to be careful because there are a lot of fake outs, right? We could quickly flip back lower and then rip right back up. This type of stuff happens all the time in crypto, okay? I've never seen a market with more fake outs actually than cryptos themselves. So that's really, really something to, you know, be aware of, okay? We have a fresh new comment here from Stack XBT saying, what's up? Take a look at Quant, one of the bear market gems. Yes, we know Quant on this channel. I've made many videos about it. I've covered it during the live streams. I'm extremely bullish on it. Thank you for your comment. We'll take a look at what it's been doing, and make sure to subscribe, Stack. I haven't seen you on the stream before, so subscribe and turn on those bell notifications if you haven't already. Now, Quant, as all of you know, is a coin that has been really a very strong performer here. Most recently in the bull market, it's still holding its levels. Okay, we're still uptrending on this one, so there's not that much new to talk about, right? We could get pullbacks down to the downtrend line, the uptrend line, but I don't see us losing the uptrend line support. So this is a coin that is probably just going to continue gaining steam and then slowly start really ripping to get back to its all-time highs as the market turns more and more bullish. Okay, it will probably need the rest of the market to turn into full bull mode to reach its previous all-time highs though. Okay, I don't think it can go all the way up there on its own. However, it might be able to get up to around $200 on its own. So that is my opinion on Quant there with the current market situation. And thank you so much for your support, guys. 7 live viewers, make sure to hit that like button, share it with your friends. And like I said, there's a lot of places you can follow me: Twitter, live crypto insight updates, link in the description; TikTok, short-term videos; technical analysis master course to learn technical analysis trading, link in the description, less than $20 and 30-day money back guarantee. And of course, you can support these live streams directly through a super chat. Okay, I love seeing our regular viewers, and everybody who is new, welcome to the live stream, folks. You're getting the best content for crypto on YouTube, okay, with some of the most accurate calls in the space. But keep in mind, none of this is financial advice. So right now we're keeping an eye on Bitcoin, right? Holding the 20k level, still not dropping really below that. Like I said, might go down to 19,500, not a big deal anyways. We'll also be adding and keeping a look now on these live streams to the fear and greed index indicator. Okay, this is one of the most valuable insights in crypto, is this index right here. So, you know, obviously, guess what? The best times to buy, just based on pure logic, right, is when the price is very low compared to what it should be. Okay, well, that also tends to correlate with the fear and greed index in a way. Okay, the higher the fear, or should I say the maxed out the fear is, right, extreme fear, those tend to be kind of the bottoms. Okay, of course, you can't just go based on this, right? You need to mix it with the chart, the RSI, etc., etc., etc. But right now, okay, we have fear, yet we're holding perfectly fine on the chart. What does that tell you? Okay, we still have a bunch of fear in the market, mostly fear, but the price itself, the RSI is steady, the MACD, we're even uptrending a little bit on these things. And guess what? Right now, as I speak, we're kicking back higher again. So I don't think we're going to go ahead and lose support here, guys. I think this is really playing out perfectly, and people are sleeping on the move we're about to get here in the next week or two. Okay, but I'll be here right here on the live streams to tell you I told you so. Okay, and I'll be covering it when we get that move, hopefully, but I think it'll be in the next week or two. So I am quite optimistic here. Okay, I think Bitcoin is going to slowly trickle higher as we move forward here, initially going towards that 22K level, which might be a little bit of resistance there. However, Ethereum is kind of showing signs that we may not be able to go up as fast as we would like. Okay, why is that? Because for Ethereum, we have an actual symmetrical triangle pattern. Okay, and the end of that is around middle of November. So that could be a little bit more time here. You know, yes, we could go quite high. We could go up to $1,800 at the most here, or $1,700 for Ethereum, but we would probably still end up reaching the end of the range before getting the breakdown or the breakout. And like I said, folks, I mean, let's be honest here, right? Yeah, it's still possible that we get a move lower. Wow, we got a super chat from Stack XBT. Thank you so much for the support, Stack. Let me know if you're a regular viewer or new. He's saying, thanks, brother, for the analysis on quant. No problem. I read all your comments, and the super chats are even more appreciated because you are directly helping the stream. So everybody should be thanking Stack here for the donation and the super chat. It's my full-time job to do these streams, and you know, I am not making a lot of YouTube revenue whatsoever from the live streams themselves. So the best way to support me and to help me be able to continue these streams on a daily basis is through super chats. So thank you so much, Stack XBT, for that super chat, and hopefully I'll be seeing you more on the live streams with your great comments. And like I was saying, right, for Ethereum over here is we would have already gotten the drop, guys. I think when we hit this, you know, kind of rebound, we probably wouldn't have rebounded as high first off, okay, because keep in mind, we went as low as $900, even $880, and we bounced as high as $2,000. So 127% gain. Okay, that's a pretty substantial pump. And on top of that, okay, now yes, of course, I know we pulled back from that, okay, but it's 30% pullback, 35%. It's not really that big of a deal in my opinion. What's more important to realize here is the fact that we could have, throughout all this time, okay, so we have about, you know, 3 months here of time where we could have slipped lower and gotten a full move down to, you know, nearing maybe $500. Okay, guess what? That didn't end up happening the first time around, and on the second time we held higher, meaning we put in a higher low. And you know, the more we do this, the more we stay steady, the more unlikely it is that we have the weakness just to go crashing down. Okay, so I don't actually see that being that likely of a scenario at this point, which is why I said maybe 70% chance of a bull move, 30% chance that we would end up getting a breakdown here at some point in the next few months. But same for Bitcoin, right? I mean, Bitcoin has been a little bit more sketchy. It's been right on its support, right on the edge of a cliff for a while. Okay, even testing it multiple times. But guess what? We double bottomed. As of now, not only do we have an uptrend, we have a breakout out of the downtrend, etc. So we have a lot of bullish stuff going on, including the histogram, which is now green. Those are these little green bars right over here. But look at this, guys. Now I know the chart got messy, but I can go ahead and draw in what I had drawn in on the stocks. Guess what? We have a full-blown double bottom with a higher low formation on the BTC chart. We could have hit this level, okay, right around $18,000 and went sinking below 17K on our way down to 15K. That could have happened like this. It could have happened in the snap of a finger, yet it did not happen, okay? We held the level, we actually bounced, we double bottomed, which is yet another bullish formation on top of all the things that we're seeing. And in fact, probably the biggest thing that's causing us to be a little bit flat here for Bitcoin, and of course the rest of the crypto market, is probably this little moving average right here, this light blue moving average. That's the 100-day moving average, so it's a pretty key one, okay? And keep in mind, that has been pretty big resistance here in the last few weeks. We didn't really manage to get above it and hold above it, okay? But I am quite optimistic here that we're seeing it flatten out, which means that is helpful for us getting the break above that, okay? So it's just a little bit of extra time here to get that move above that, and then, you know, we'll be able to get through those other resistance levels more easily, right? It's just this moving average of $100 that's a little bit on top of the price, causing some selling pressure. Now we have Stack XBT saying, yeah man, been following since 2018 but been MIA for the last few months. These are the times where future millionaires are forwards. That's amazing, Stack XBT. Wonderful comments there. By the way, if you don't mind letting us know in the stream for all the other viewers here, you know, did you hit it big in the previous bull market? Because it seems like you kind of stay away when the market is hot and then come back when the market is weak. If that's really true, that's amazing. So let us know if that's the case. I'd love to hear your experience in the crypto market, and I'm sure our viewers would as well. So thank you for your comments, and thank you to everybody else watching the live stream. Thank you to Stack XBT for that super chat, and of course any other super chats are greatly appreciated. Okay, they literally allow me to do this on a daily basis for all of you. So please, if you would be kind enough to drop a super chat, go ahead. Okay, any stocks to kind of see how is stuff panning out, basically, because it gives us hints into what might happen next or what's happening live. Okay, so here we can see stocks close lower as investors await September jobs report. So a little bit of selling pressure after a strong start to the week bullish, and we'll see when we get the September jobs report, you know, which is Friday. Okay, how the market reacts. That's going to be for stocks, but you can be pretty confident that that will directly affect crypto. That could affect it very positively, causing that breakout that we're looking for above the 100-day moving average now, or it could maybe cause it to turn bearish again, right? We never know, but right now we have all indicators, all signs pointing towards more upside, and we have direct levels that are supporting the price, like $20,000, our uptrend line. We have also pretty much, I mean, we're right on top of it, but we are literally basically on the 50-day moving average. So we want to go a little bit higher, up to 20,100 plus, to really be above that, but we're not that far off. So that is a very good sign. And you can see here our histogram, right? Our green, we're holding the uptrend on the MACD. These are all very, very positive signs. I had also drawn out this little cup and handle pattern on the actual RSI, and we just need to move above the 60 line to really cause a pretty sharp breakout here, which, like I said, right, we know what the hint of that is. It's probably going to be that 28k level. So I'd love to hold my long position up to there. I really do plan on holding it up to the full 28k, and to be honest, I mean, maybe that would even be selling early, right? Because a few weeks after that, we could see 30k plus, 32k. So things could move pretty fast, right? As soon as we get the $32,000 breakout, if we do end up seeing that here, moving into the next month, month and a half, you know, that opens up the door for a full move back to around $50,000. Okay, so this is no joke, guys. The opportunity is real here. I mean, let's say we do get a move to just 50k, right? That's not even counting what we would probably reach in the next bull market of 100k plus. But even up to 50k, we're talking a 150% gain here. That could happen in literally just a month or two for Bitcoin. Okay, I'm not saying it's literally going to happen the next month or two, but it can happen extremely quickly. Okay, and you can just look back historically how quickly these pumps are. I mean, last time over here, right, when we got the big breakout, we basically moved, let's see, let me do this more accurately. So we moved since the breakout here in just 160 days, okay? So you can, of course, do the math on how much that comes out to exactly in terms of months, right? So 160 divided by 30, that's under 6 months. We're at around 5 months and a half, okay? So 5 months and a half, and we moved almost 400%. So you can do the math, okay? That's a monstrous 50% plus gain a month. So it moves very quickly once things take off, okay? That is the power of Bitcoin, especially once it found its bottom and it's ready to move higher again. So with that being said, I covered a lot of news pieces here. I still want you to let me know down in the comments below if there's any other coins you want me to cover. We see here a little news piece. XRP price could rally 50% based off comments from a former SEC director. XRP, you know, still doing quite well, still holding its levels right below 50 cents. Probably going to get that breakout very soon here in the next week or two. That could push us much higher to 65 cents plus. We have an interesting little article here that Mike, I don't actually know who this is, but he's saying the gold price is firming, commodity strategist insists BTC ETH will outperform most major assets. I obviously believe that's true for the most part. And, you know, if we look at the gold and silver prices here, okay, you'll see that they're actually starting to hold quite well. So that is an interesting change here compared to the past few months, what we've been seeing, okay? And of course, Bitcoin is starting to hold up, and ETH as well. So these are a lot of good turn of events in the markets compared to what we were seeing in the weeks before that, okay? As far as today specifically, right, we are holding the 20K level, and we have that SushiSwap token that has surged quite a bit. So those were some of the main news pieces today. And of course, we also were talking about the Bitcoin hash rate. You can see Uniswap, right, closed on a 5-week high. So Uniswap still a strong outperformer here in the market, and Solana is climbing up higher as well. Okay, I've been very bullish on Solana. I think this one is going to go very high in the next bull market, and it's really holding its $30 in a bulletproof type way, right? It tends to consolidate for a while and then push up to new levels. Very similar to Ethereum Classic, which is why I'm saying consolidation, especially in this type of environment where some coins are not doing good, consolidation is actually a pretty bullish sign in my opinion. Okay, with that being said, I talked a lot during this live stream. We're going to slowly wrap things up. If you want to support the live stream before I leave with a super chat, that would be greatly appreciated. Please keep in mind, you can follow me on Twitter for live cryptocurrency market updates, TikTok for short videos, master course, less than $20, 30 money back guarantee, over 15 video lessons. Okay, you've got nothing to lose by giving it a try. And like I said, subscribe and turn on those bell notifications for daily live streams, and you'll be notified and never miss this great content. I'm wrapping up this live stream with our Bitcoin pushing back above 20,050, so I think we should give ourselves a little clap here. And of course, like I said, you can always support these live streams with a super chat like StackXBT did. So thanks again for supporting the live stream. And like I said, right, we're holding this level. I said we would. I'm not too worried about it. Worst case scenario, I see this being a drop to 19,500, but that might not even happen, right? We could very well hold this level and move higher into this range, breaking above $21,000 in the next day or two. So things are looking quite positive, folks. But I thought it was a good day to do a live stream, right? Even though it's a little bit of what most people see as a slower day where they might be not looking at the markets. Guess what? I think this is a pretty good buying opportunity, okay, to enter a long here. That's just my opinion. That's what I did a day or two ago when we got the breakout. But of course, that's up to you, right? Trade at your own risk, and none of these videos are financial advice. With that being said, folks, thank you so much for watching. Once again, thank you for supporting the live streams, and I'll be seeing you next time. Have a great day, everyone. Stay safe.